Hey there, you ever look at a math problem just jammed with fractions, decimals, and negative numbers and your brain just kind of goes, nope? Well, today, we are going to tackle one of those head on, and I'll show you a super simple way to make it easy. Let's get into it.
Okay, so here's the beast. We've got a whole jumble of numbers here. Negative fractions, decimals, the works. And the question is just, which of these pictures puts them all in the right spot on the number line? Now, I know this looks messy. That's kind of the point. But trust me, it's not nearly as scary as it seems.
Because here's the big secret, right? This isn't really about doing a bunch of complicated math. It's an ordering puzzle. That's it. All we have to do is get these numbers to stand in a nice, neat line from smallest to largest.
So before we even touch a single number, let's take one step back and make sure we're all on the same page about what a number line is actually doing.
It really just boils down to this one simple, powerful rule. The bigger the negative number, the farther to the left it goes. And the bigger the positive number, the farther to the right it goes. Simple as that. That's our foundation for everything.
And, you know, if thinking about negative numbers feels a bit weird, just think about real life, like your bank account. Owing $10, negative 10, is less money than only owing $5. Or think about a thermometer. Negative 10 degrees is definitely colder or lower than negative 3. See? You already get this.
All right, so how do we take that idea and turn it into a strategy that works every single time? Well, I'm going to give you a simple 3-step toolkit.
Here it is, your 3-step plan. Step 1 is convert. We've got to get all those numbers to speak the same language. Step 2, we order them. We just line them up, smallest to biggest. And finally, step 3, we match our perfect list to the answer choices. Convert, order, match, that is the entire game plan.
Let's put this into action. Step 1. Convert. You can't really compare apples and oranges, right? Same thing here. We need to turn all these fractions into decimals. It's just way easier to see what's what.
First up, we've got -1 and 1/8. That's just -1 plus a little bit more. As a decimal, that's -1.125. Boom, done.
Next is 4/3. Now this might look weird, but just think of it as 4 slices of a pizza that's cut into thirds. That's one whole pizza and 1/3 of another one. So that comes out to about 1.333.
And 3/4? Come on, you know this one. It's 3/4. In money, that's 75 cents. So it's just 0.75. Easy.
And hey, look at this. The other three numbers, -0.8, 0.3, and 1.2, they did the work for us. They're already decimals, so we don't have to do a thing. Okay, now that everything is speaking the same language, decimals, we get to do the satisfying part. Step 2, let's get them in order.
And here is our beautiful ordered list. We start with the most negative number, -1.125. Then comes -0.8, which is a little closer to 0. Then we hop over 0 to the positives, 0.3, then 0.75, then 1.2, and the biggest one of all is our 1.333. This right here, this is our answer key.
So the hard work is totally done. We have the correct order. All that's left now is to play a little game of match the picture. This is also where we can see the little traps they set for you in the wrong answers.
So you take our list and you just go through the options one by one. And what do you find? Choice C is a perfect match. Every single number is in exactly the right spot, from left to right, just like in our list. So what went wrong with the other options? Well, they're built on common mistakes. A big one is mixing up the negative numbers. People see the 8 and the 1 and get confused, but remember our rule. -0.8 is less negative, so it has to be to the right of -1.125. Another classic trap is swapping 4/3 and 1.2. But we know 1.333 is bigger than 1.2, so 4/3 has to be on the right. It's all about watching for those little details.
Okay, let's zoom out and lock this in. Because what we just did wasn't about solving one single problem. It was about building a little recipe for success that you can use anytime you see a problem like this.
So here's your go-to recipe, one more time. 1. Convert everything to decimals. It just makes life easier. 2. Order them from left to right, starting with the biggest negative number. And 3. Match your list to the picture. That's it. It's that reliable.
And if you walk away with just one thought today, let it be this one. The secret to this stuff isn't about being some kind of math genius who can calculate anything in their head. Not at all. It's just about being organized and setting things up so you can make a really clear, really simple comparison.
And that's really all there is to it. That's how you can look at a messy number line problem and feel totally confident. You've absolutely got this. Good luck on your tests and homework, and seriously, if you have any questions at all,
Just ask away in the comments. We're here to help.